cordless DeWalt. Works real well. Here's today's tip. So what we're doing is we're actually installing base trim and casing around doors. So the couple little things here you have to do first or know. One, generally carpet installers, if the room is going to have carpet, would like to have that carpet installed after the base. Normally 1/4 inch, 5/16, depending on the thickness of carpet and the quality of carpet you bought. So really talk to your company and that you're going to use and figure out with them what you need for the carpet you've bought. Some carpet's thicker, it needs more, some's thinner, it needs less. So get what's right for you. I have using an oscillating tool. My crews, we call them a jitter saw. It's just kind of a name that stuck once and that's what we stick to. So anyway, oscillating tool, jitter saw, whatever you want to call it. I use a cordless DeWalt. Works real well. And what I'm going to use that for is I'm actually going to cut underneath the door frames. When we hung the door frames originally, they were hung just a little bit too low. And sometimes you'll be doing a remodel, you'll be in a situation where you need to get them higher. Maybe you're putting in wood floors or something like that. So a good way to trim them is actually to, instead of just using a marker, a tool or something like that, you can actually rip down a board using a table saw to the actual thickness you need. And you can use this same exact board then to go and put it underneath your trim as you're doing your 1/4 inch install. See some marks here on this piece of trim that I had used and ripped down. What I've done originally is I put that up there. I then marked it with a pencil all the way around, giving me my same height. I then took my oscillating tool and I actually laid it on top of it like this. And then I cut through the frame of the door while using the tool and using that little piece of trim that I cut again earlier with the table saw, and use that to actually make the cut underneath the door. When I was all done, I was left with this 1/4 inch piece. Throw that aside, garbage, and then now they can tuck their 1/4 inch of carpet underneath the door and I'll get a nice clean look. Alright, so not a lot's changed since that video. That was about 2 years ago now. The only thing I do differently is in the video I did mention that you can use that block underneath your trim as you're doing your base trim around the room. And it is really helpful, but you got to make sure your subfloor is relatively flat. If your subfloor is all over the place, that means your trim is going to follow all over the place. And carpet's the perfect thing to hide that. It can be a little thinner in spots, a little thicker in spots, and the carpet will pretty much hide that for you.